Hello, this is Surge165 again, everyone's favorite oversized blogging house cat. Now, I've been blogging like mad this morning. I think I must have been bitten by the YouTube bug. Well, I wanted to answer a good question that a good job coach and friend of mine actually had the balls to ask me once. Why are you always angry? He said to me. I said, well, I'm not always angry. I'm actually extremely happy to be here and happy to be at this job because I love this job. I'm surrounded by music and technology and good people and crazy people willing to do videos with floating heads. And I mean crazy in a good sense, of course. But I am frustrated. I'm a little frustrated at the fact that I am sitting in my bedroom playing my keyboard and watching The Land of Far Away, all the bad parts, which is a poetic cycle of mine. You know, actually it's the name of the whole library of poetic cycles, which is The Land of Far Away. I'm watching all the bad parts of The Land of Far Away happen out my bedroom window. Well, whilst the quote-unquote normal or neurotypical populace focuses on the 5 o'clock news. That kind of irritates me. Well, it always has. I mean, what's so great about reality anyway? I mean, I know it's good to be a little down to earth, but to know that you're actually on a planet rather than floating in space, what's so good about it? Along with all my other social questions that I ask, and I appreciate the answers, like, what's so good about social skills? And what's so good about drilling bullshit through your children's heads? And I'm not saying all parents are bad. I mean, on YouTube, I've met some pretty good parents, like Nadine Brown. Actually, through IRC I met her, and Happy Autism, who is damn well delighted that her children are autistic, and she's not afraid to show it either. And I like how she says she's not going to subscribe to the woe is me bullshit, because that is bullshit. And, of course, Allegra250, who is brave enough to say, I'm going to go play a game with Charlotte right now. I'm going to interact with her, and I'm going to treat her like a human being, because that's what she is. And, Allegra, your daughter is very beautiful and charming. I've talked to her on Skype a few times. And apparently I had her imitating me playing the piano. But back to the matter at hand. I'm really angry that... I don't mind that people put their stock in realism and what's going on in the everyday world. But I don't really appreciate it when people in, like staff and job coaches try to get me to do the same. I don't believe in that way of life. I don't even read the newspaper, save for the ads of the classifieds and the occasional variety section, which is a big irony because I hate variety. Yes, you heard me. I hate variety. Well, forced variety. Or suggested, as my group home now likes to put it. Yeah, so basically, I'm upset because people don't want to hear what, people like me who don't want to live in the real world and are tired of the real world, apart from paying their taxes and paying their bills, ritualistically on time and with a big smile, and have a job. I think that's enough real world for me, because I love my job, even if my job isn't as real as I'd like it to be. I enjoy my job. I enjoy the groove thing. And, I don't mind paying my taxes either, because there's two sure things in life. Pay taxes and you kick the bucket. I know that we're all going to do that sometime, and I'd like to do the other thing, because that's legal, apparently. Although my research says otherwise. I am upset, again, because realism is being imposed on a populace, and it's not just me. It's a lot of people, and I'm just one of the only people I know with the balls to actually speak out about it. On a population that doesn't care about what's going on with Britney Spears or Lindsay Lohan or any of those other celebrity goddesses, which is what they are. And I'm upset that people don't want me to talk about what I want to talk about once in a while. And if I am feeling angry, so be it. Which is not very often, because I know how to cycle anger out of me. I know how to fight that dragon. I always have known how to fight that dragon. I just lost the knowledge for 17 years. But, I said to him in the van that day, when I go to work, I'm just wearing a costume. And being that I am naturally polite to people because I like people. When they're not imposing their way of life and trying to shove their bullshit down my throat, when they're just being people. I like people. I like YouTube, and I like MySpace. But at work, I'm in a costume. It even says concessionaire in costume. And that doesn't change who I am or how I interact. I'm sorry if that's what it does to you, but it doesn't do that to me. And that's another thing that I am angry about in the workplace, is the fact that a little suit of armor, or a little suit of play clothes, as I like to call it, seems to change people's personalities. But that's about all I have to say. And thanks for your time, everybody. I love you all. Peace and blessings.